Well, hello, troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on another episode of The High Ground. I hope that you guys are having a great Wednesday, and if nothing else, it should be a good Wednesday because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And even if you don't fully partake in the tradition, I hope that you're off from work at least, so you at least get to chill on a long weekend here as we start wrapping up the year, guys. I still don't want to talk about it. All right. I still want to talk about the fact that we got, like what, 4 or 5 days left in November, and then it's December, and then that's it. 2025 is out. Out with the old, in with the new. I always say that's not true. That's like the first time I've said it this year, to be honest. Anyway, thank you again for joining me. Always appreciate y'all hopping on, chatting with me, and just having a good old time talking Star Wars. However, tonight we're gonna be returning uh, to my favorite mode here, honestly, in the high ground, and that's when we have somebody to talk with us, here on stage. So tonight we have a guest, and not only a guest, but a friend. Okay, a friend of the channel, a friend of the community, a friend to many of us here. Many of you here in the chat, many of you watching at home. A friend to pretty much everybody in the Bunker Bunch, if I'm being honest. So he has been, one of the kindest people I've had the pleasure of meeting in this crazy YouTube community space, whatever you want to call it. And he's one of the people that I'm truly grateful, to have met through, again, this sort of crazy endeavor that is YouTube. Um, but you know, we're gonna talk about a few things, a few updates that I want to share again with the Bunker Bunch, related to him, and then we'll jump, of course, into our usual shenanigans. But without further ado, because we do have quite a bit to talk about, I want to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Brett. What is going on, brother? Welcome.
Cheers. What's
Hey,
up?
hey.
Everybody out there, what's up?
Yeah, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. First of all, thank you for joining us here, on the high ground. It's been a little bit since you've hopped on. It's been a little bit since I've had anybody. I was thinking about that earlier today. I'm like, it's been a few episodes, where it's just me,
Yeah.
just doing the solo thing, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I always love chatting with the Bunker Bunch and just spewing my own nonsense for like an hour. But like I said, it's always a lot more fun, when you have somebody uh, on the screen, to
For
share
real,
and
yeah.
bounce ideas for them. So, welcome, welcome. First of all, the chat is on fire already, so I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for turning up tonight. Thank you again, especially because I think a lot of us might be running around for tomorrow. There's always that can of yams that you forget that last
Yeah.
minute,
Those
and you gotta,
marshmallows.
dude, yeah, you gotta make a trip to wherever down here in Texas. It's HEB. Up there, it might be like Aldi's or whatever, but um, you find yourself in very much a zombie movie situation, right? Where
For real,
everybody's
yeah.
just fighting for
Yeah.
resources. So stay safe out there. Remember, the yams are not worth your life.
That's right.
But also, don't be afraid to punch, an old lady for those yams. All right,
Yeah.
it's totally doable. So yeah, good luck to everybody, and again, appreciate you all taking some time from what I have to believe is a busy Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Really, it starts getting dark here really soon now. By the way, like with the change uh, of daylight savings, dude, like by 5 p.m. it starts getting dark. I'm like,
Four
what is
o'clock
this?
here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I don't like it. I'm like, I'm barely getting out of work, and it's already like pitch dark. Um, so yeah, thank you, Bunker Bunch, as always, for jumping on. And before we catch up with Brett, let me jump in here because there's been some people even before we started the stream already here in the chat. And again, appreciate each and every single one of y'all. So first and foremost, our host and guest from the Red 5 Cantina, which, by the way, spoiler alert, you're gonna be seeing this name a lot more. All right, so
Red 5 standing by.
That's
There you
right.
go. Perfect. So make sure you start, getting comfy with this name. More on that in a little bit. But we got a good friend Jeff, Star Wars Addict 77, who, by the way, have y'all seen his Instagram? He did this very cool mod of the Home Depot R2D2, customized sounds, of course, but he also customized, the paint so that it looks like a whole different R2 unit. So check it out if you haven't. He goes by the same name as you see here on the screen, Star Wars Addict 7, or here on the screen if you're on the vertical. I still, my brain's still like, oh yeah, here and here, like
Yeah.
let's do both.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure that you're following him on Instagram to check out his awesome work. He also posted that great J2SO bass that he did, dude. I think it looked insane, along with the Death Star one. So he's been killing it. So make sure you check him
Yeah.
out. We got Rex from Millennium Workshop. Good evening, everyone. What's going
Rex,
on,
what
brother?
up?
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us, man. Also, very cool job on that Ewok. That thing looked
Yeah. You see
crazy.
his
That was
AI
awesome.
post today?
Yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I did.
Brought it to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Those are kind of fun. I know AI, EU, but it's kind of fun. Let's be honest. It does have some fun applications. All right. So we got Jeff saying hi to Rex. What up, bro? Says Rex. Chillin' says Jeff. Then we got Brad saying there's two feeds. Yes, horizontal and vertical. Oh, we are
Letting everybody
very
know.
much in the future. So in theory, this is my understanding. In theory, StreamYard will actually, or StreamYard maybe in conjunction with YouTube, I should say, should be feeding you the proper one for your device, which I think is very cool. And I'm like, why didn't we do this like 5 years ago, right? But we're here, we're
YouTube
enjoying it.
is YouTube is supposed to be putting the chats together at some point, and updates will be
Exactly.
coming out. So that'll
Yeah.
help a lot.
So I'm glad that they're finally, pushing for this. I'm glad that StreamYard, did it. It could use a little bit of polishing, I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
it's very cool that I don't have to set up two completely different streams, right? And try to feed them to different people on
Yeah.
different, on my same
Right.
channel, different streams, all that stuff. So just FYI, in theory, if you're watching us, let's say on your mobile device, you should be looking at the vertical stream right now, which basically has me on top and Brett on the bottom, and the comments are up here. And if you're watching us, let's say on your TV, or I think a tablet also qualifies, or your actual desktop computer, you will be seeing us side by side. So yeah, nope, other way. See, a little bit
I'm pointing at
dyslexic.
my Jawa over there.
Ah, there you go.
He's got the
Nice.
red 5 helmet on.
I see it. Very cool. We got Chris from the Man Collect saying, "Woohoo, let's go!" Appreciate you,
What's
brother.
up, man?
Good to see you as always. We got Izzy in the house saying, "Hey everyone, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining us." We got Josue as well saying hi. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Always good to see you. Comment in both. Yeah, there you go. I
There you go.
appreciate it. Let's go. Says Red. We got Ultra in the house. Red 5 saying hi to everybody. Ultra saying hi to everybody. We got Ultra saying he's not a fan of Skeleton Crew. Hey, no worries. No worries. Hola, mi general, says Q. What's going on, man? It's great that you're having Brett on. Yeah, man, of course. Always aside. We got hello, everyone in the chat says, here we go. It says Ricardo. So appreciate you got Easy. We got Sexy Flexy in the house with some of the reminiscence
Flex.
right there. Yeah, I like it.
The
I
other
like it.
R5C, brother.
Exactly. Yeah, very much so.
A different R5C.
A different, yeah. So we'll get into that right now,
Yeah.
but not to be fully confused. But Juan saying hi, passing by say hello there. All the bunker bunch, appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. 401 Predator Badlands. Oh, nice. You know what? I actually watched Predator Badlands last weekend. I enjoyed it. I had fun. If I'm being honest, I had a little bit more fun than I thought I was going to. But also, it didn't fully feel like a Predator movie, and I don't know how to explain it better than that. But it was fun. Like, I do recommend you guys watch it. If you want to wait for it to be streaming, that's fine. But overall, it's a fun movie. I think that's the best description that I can give. Hey, what is going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, Red.
JD, what up?
Red, what's going on, JD? Red 66 standing by. Awesome, man. Awesome. Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Saying hi to is Q. We
Izzy,
got Duffman
Huffman,
Dioramas
what up?
in the house. Good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Flex says Q. Appreciate it, brother. Says Jeff. No, for sure. There you go.
All right.
Jeff says Duffman. Flex says Jeff. Ultra with the
With
pickups.
the
All right,
pickup.
man.
Yeah, there you go.
Duffman says Jeff. Jeff says Flex. Duffman saying hi to Flex and Ultra. Easy saying hi to Flex. Ultra saying hi to Duffman as well as Flex doing the same. And Kids Predator. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know what? I'm going to mess with this because it's bugging me. There we go. That's better. I feel like I'm looking like away from you
Yeah.
on the layout. So there we go. Yeah, Jeff, I'm actually right there with you on that description right there. Okay, guys, thank you again to all the Bunker Bunch, to the chat. Guys, been blowing up. Like I said, even before we started the stream, and that just goes to show you, the quality of guests that we got tonight. Again, I don't think anybody here um, is a stranger to Brett, right? But just in case you guys don't know, Brett has been a content creator for the past going on what, like 4 years, also,
5.
just about
I had just
5.
hit 5 in September.
There you go. Yeah, 5 years exactly. He had started a little bit before I did. Again, back in the day, and Brett, has been, like I said, one of the uh, c- content creators slash community members that I have the fortune of meeting here. Again, through this whole YouTube sort of family that we've built. And he's been, again, a great member of all the community, a great supporter of many of us. All right, guys. Brett, has popped into other people's stream. He's always in the chat. To me personally, I can tell you guys, Brett was a member of my channel ever since like I could have memberships like on my channel. He's always doing the same for many other content creators. He's never away from a chat when you have a question for him. He always responds, and he always responds like to the fullest that he can. All right, it's not a yes, no, or I don't know, right? Like Brett is always like, you know what, not entirely sure, let me test it out and I'll get back to you.
Let me jump down that rabbit hole.
Exactly. And he always does that. So I just want to, again, for those of you a little bit
Frankie,
maybe
what's
unfamiliar
up?
with Brett, but so Brett, earlier this year, right? There was some issues, right? Some issues
Yeah.
with your channels, I should say, plural, right? Um and while we don't have to dive, super deep into it, because I know it's still up to a point a little bit ongoing. But you want to walk us through a little bit of what
Yeah.
what happened, maybe just the cliff notes.
Oh, geez. Well, I had gotten to a point where I was trying so many different things that I was basically killing my channel because I was confusing my audience, confusing the algorithm. These are little things that you learn about when you start doing content creation. I'm just speaking in terms of YouTube.
Exactly.
If you say I'm a NASCAR channel and you start doing food reviews, you're going to lose your audience. You're going to lose your growth. I was starting to do things like that here and there because different things I'm interested in. I figured I had a big enough audience. I could try some different things.
Sure.
Once in a while, that's true. But then, you get this bright idea. I'm going to change the channel name. I'm going to go down this path. And then it doesn't work. I'm going to go back here. So I did that a little bit over the last, I'd say, year and a half, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was burnt out. And I was going to kind of semi-retire the channel and just go do something else. And I had these other 2 channels. I had my workshop. That's my side gig.
Yeah.
And then I was going to do this like sports watch along thing. And the way that YouTube used to be, because my channel was from 2006.
Right.
They used to do the brand channel thing where you could just go in and tell it that's what you want, click a box, hit save. That was it. Now it's this totally different process to do all that. Like, it's so confusing now. Anyway, you could have your sign-in account, your email, Brett at Gmail, whatever. And then that's your main Google Google account, and then you could have a YouTube channel, and then you could have little branches off of that. So that's what I had. I had Collecting with Cool, and then I had the workshop and the sports thing, but I was going to call that sports thing, I was going to change it and just call it the Jedi Cantina and just start doing something different.
Right.
Star Wars, but like a talk show kind of podcast thing, just once a week, once a month, something like that. So I decided, you know what, I'm doing too much. I'm just so fed up. I'm just taking a break. So I take some weeks off, doing a couple streams here and there. I'm relaxing, doing some card rips and things like that. I get an email while I'm in Punta Cana on vacation because I had gotten a copyright strike during a Notre Dame game. That's on me. That was legit. I showed some of the game during a live stream. You can't do that.
Right.
I got the strike. Oh crap. Can I just delete it? Nope. You get a copyright notice, you can fix it, right? Well, so anyway, I'm on vacation. I get an email about that one. I have to go to copyright school that they have now. Now, I had a copyright strike back in 2021 because of Book of Boba Fett during the live stream. When I had my old podcast with my buddy Mike, we got shut off during the stream. Now, if you get shut off during a stream, it'll tell you stop what you're doing and you can continue your stream. I didn't get that, was a long time ago. So I had that one. I figured, oh, it's gone. It's dropped off. Well, it is and it isn't. So I got this other one from this Notre Dame game, but because it's connected to my main account, I get an email that I'm shut off. I'm demonetized, all this stuff. I'm freaking out. At first, I'm thinking I got hacked or something.
Right.
Because another guy that I know that's a gamer had gotten hacked that same week. And I thought, oh, crap, they got me too. 2 days later, they're letting me have access back to my channel. All my videos are private, no monetization. I think on the year, I had made about $900. Not a lot of money. It's not enough to make me want to quit my day job. I have a great day job. I don't need to do this for the money, but it's $900. And I always put that into a big giveaway. I've given away 3D printers, tablets, Disney tickets and stuff like that. So I'm always putting it back into my friends and my supporters because I didn't have that at the beginning. So I'll get to that real quick. Sorry.
No. You're good. This is your space.
So I had done a UFC watch along on that sports channel and I did a split stream, YouTube and TikTok. I had 4,000 people in the chat on TikTok. Wow. I thought I'm a TikToker.
Sure. Okay.
Well, they banned me the next day because whatever their reason was, I slipped up and did the same thing. I showed some of the fights, I should say, plural. Completely forgot about it. That was my next strike. 2 weeks after I get home from vacation, I get the email that it's done. And not only is it that channel, but it's the channels that it's connected to because that was your third lifetime strike. And I was like, oh shit. That was the Star Wars stuff that I thought I would just leave there for everybody to see evergreen.
Right.
So I had like 4 weeks there where I just was like done, man. So down and done. And then some people from the community that I've met along the way and friends with started asking what's going on, when you doing something, what's happening. And started turning me around a little bit. Ricardo, JD, especially JD came in there when I was like in my first year. I was doing a stream and he would just talk in the chat and never left.
Yeah.
Awesome dude, And then like when you say you and I got talking, like anytime I would learn something, I remember Mr. Beast said, you should share your knowledge with your friends because they're your competition, but everybody helps, everybody wins, everybody grows. Like
absolutely.
If you know something, tell people, don't gatekeep.
Right.
And I thought, I don't really like Mr. Beast content so much. Like I'm older, so
I'm right there with you.
I don't need to see a guy put 1 million floating balls in a bathtub or whatever. Exactly. Like that's fun stuff. I get it. It obviously works for him.
Oh, absolutely.
But I liked his advice on this because I'm like, how do I do this? So then I had things I could share with you and Eben and some other people. And like you guys flew past me. I'm like, man, that's great. That's awesome. That's my boy. He's doing it, like you had the 1 month where you just like shot. Like next thing you know, you're like 8,000. I'm like, damn, hell yeah, dude. Like I was happy as hell. I wasn't jealous at all. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like maybe I had a little part of that, because because we were friends and talked, and you'd say, "Hey man, I'm getting worn out. I need more hours,"
Sure. Yeah.
But so here's what happened. So I was talking to Ricardo about all this, and Ricardo says, "You know what, bro? Whatever you do, I'm gonna watch. Let's go." I was like, "Hell, if I just got you and JD, 2 people, screw it, let's go." But then I thought about some people that I made deeper connections with,
Sure.
yourself and some other guys, and I'm like, I need to tell these guys what's going on, because they're gonna be like, "Where the hell? What the hell's he doing now?" Because this ain't. It's because of me, but it's not because of my lame brain ideas. I had finally calmed down and was like,
Right.
"Okay, I'm gonna just do this," and then
Yeah.
YouTube was like, "Oh, by the way, smack."
Yeah.
So I decided to do the channel, and and see, here's the other thing: when they delete your account, you can't make another channel with that.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm thinking, oh damn, am I like banned ever? No, you can do other sign-ins or whatever you want to call it. And I had an account. It was called the Entertainment Breakdown or something. And I never put content on it. I never even made it a channel. I just made it the handle or whatever.
Okay.
So I gave it the handle, the Red 5 Cantina, but I can't change the name until this coming Saturday. So I was going to wait a whole nother week. Well, I got to talking to some guys and I got excited. And so I let some people know.
Right.
And people were so supportive. I was like, hell with it. I'm just going to do it this week then. So I wanted to show this because it's not reflective. I don't know why YouTube does this. No videos one day. I don't think that'll show. See if I can blow it up. I don't think I can blow it up. Hold on a second. This is a trip, dude. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. 34. I see that.
So just to show people that,
because
it says 25 when you look at it, but in your studio, for some reason, it's a delay. But I did that. I got 34 subs in like 3 hours. So I was like, hell with it. We're doing this. If I only talk to 10 or 12 people a week anyway, let's fricking go. So I got the artwork together, did my music thing. I've got some scripts done, and I've got a sort of a content path. And I'm like, I'm going to stay on the freaking path. Let's do this. And it's because of a lot of the guys here in the chat tonight that have been around, like LeBron Fett, Rex, Millennium Workshop, Ricardo, Jeff Sage, so many people, Is Collects, all these guys, Duffman, they've been around. And I'm starting from zero again, so it's not, I can't do a lot of the things I was able to do. And maybe that's what happened. Maybe like you unlock those things with YouTube and you think, oh, I've got to touch on all of this or I'm going to lose it or something. I don't know what happened, but maybe in some ways they did me a favor. I don't know how else to. It's frustrating, dude. 500 videos.
Oh my Lord, dude.
I probably deleted close to 200 over the years.
Right.
There were months I did 75 videos. There was times I fought with my wife because I was spending too much time at the computer.
Oh, I hear you.
Not going and hanging out with people, not working overtime, passing up some opportunity there, doing all these things I want to be a YouTuber. It's not the way to go about it, but I just wanted to figure it all out. And I was on my own. I had zero help, zero friends in the community, zero people. And I was like looking around, like, who do I talk to? And Padawan Collector, dude. I messaged him on Instagram like 2 different times, and the dude answered me just like you said. I answered just you, and I thought, I gotta return this. I gotta pay that forward. Like, this dude acted like I was his only person to send him a message. Was like, right back. He didn't even question me. Like, who? He didn't say, who are you? He just said, here's the answer. Let me know if that helps. Holy shit! Wow. So like he's become like I ride his jock. I don't care. He became my hero for that. You treat me well, I'm gonna freaking follow you forever, But anyway, to land the plane, Red 5 Cantina. These people are my Red Squadron now, and I want them to report for duty on Monday.
Watch that crossfire, boys.
Hell yeah, we're going in. We're going in hot. You've been firing ready, all that good shit. It's going to be a little different though, because I've decided that the only energy worth putting out is positive energy. That's why I I don't always act like that. I get it. I'm not, it's like, maybe it's part persona when you're on a camera in front of people, but it's also how I try to be in person. And I don't always get it right. I admit. And,
dude, nobody does.
When it comes to Star Wars though, one of the biggest things in my life since I was a little kid, seeing the original trilogy and that. So I decided like, Instead of being the guy that rants and hates and toxicity and saying I won't watch your stream because I don't like something, what I've decided to do is find something that I like about everything that they put out, because I have to admit there is something there in everything they put out.
Right.
Even Leslie Headland's Acolyte, there is stuff to like.
Yeah.
I have to admit there are some things to like. Like, I guarantee you, if we start breaking it down scene by scene, we can go, oh yeah, that shit he did with the mini saber and the fight and this and that. There's stuff you can get excited about.
Absolutely.
So that's the tact I want to take going forward with Red 5's Cantina, is positivity. Like,
that's good, man. I like that. So so real quick, guys, I have a ticker here, but just to tell you also, the link to Brett's new channel, the Raid 5 Cantina, is in the description right now. Also, this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to show it so you guys don't get confused. It does look a little bit different, like what he was telling us. Okay, so
I can't change that channel name.
Exactly. So that's what he was telling us. All right, it's going to be a couple of days until it's reflected proper the name of the channel. So if you land here on this page, all right, don't think that you're in the wrong spot. This is, the right spot.
Appreciate that.
So make sure, again, the link is in the description below, but I'm going to make it even easier and just copy paste it right here on the chat. That way you guys can just click on it directly from the chat. It's right there now.
Thank you.
It's going. So just go ahead, click on that link, give Brett a follow. Come on, guys. This is Brett we're talking about.
Do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's
That's the thing too, man. The first time around I had nobody. This time I have the Red Squadron. So let's go. The Bunker Bunch, everybody, let's go.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Like, they say, like, you should find your audience and all this stuff. Now I know who my audience is. So I know who to serve the content. I know how to serve it to them. I know what I would want to see, and that's what I'm going to give them.
Exactly.
And I think it's going to just be so much better this time around, because like I said, dude, I was getting burnt out, and I was to the point when all this went down that I didn't think I was even going to do something.
No, I hear you.
And I had this channel, and it's already unlocked for streaming because you have to give him your phone number and all that. And I thought, man, if I don't want to go into this and have them reject me, so maybe I'll just wait it out and change the name when I get out of this little YouTube jail thing or whatever, So the handle is at Red 5 Cantina.
Right.
The channel name will be different by
Saturday. So right now, also, if for whatever reason you can't go through the link, like if you just go to YouTube and actually type out Red 5 Cantina, it will still take you, to the right spot. All right. But I just wanted to show you the landing page so you guys don't get confused. Again, the name is changing officially in a couple of days. So, just be on the lookout for that. But again, I would greatly appreciate it if pretty much everybody that's here right now, anybody that's, doing a rewatch later on, just please go ahead, hit up Red 5 Cantina on YouTube. Go ahead and hit that follow. And if I'm not mistaken, you already got a stream in the works, right? So Monday at what time? Sorry.
Now I forgot what time I put on it. I think it's 6:30. I think it's 6:30 Central.
Nice.
Because I was 6 p.m., but I was trying to wiggle it in there so people could get in there on the Eastern time zone.
Yeah. So I see you already got the community tab too.
Post, It let me unlock that. I had to do like a video verification thing.
Still, I mean, remember when back when we started, you had to have
you had to have like 300 subs to just look at your stats.
To just get a community tab. Yeah,
it's
I remember
so crazy. Like you could almost say it's easier because the 500 subs and the 3,000 hours unlocks basically 90% of the monetization.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The part that really matters, because when you get to the 4,000 hours and the 1,000 subs and you get ad revenue.
Which is more like automatic.
I mean, bro, the thing about ad revenue is if you ain't getting 100,000 views,
dude,
why worry about it?
Yeah,
it's what is it? $14, 1,000 views, and then they take you figure a cut's coming out of that. So, if you're not landing 1,000 views every time, it's kind of tough to keep people's attention it used to be the 12-minute video, then it was shorts, and then it was long form, 30 minutes or longer, and then it was, all these different things. Just do the best content you can do, have fun, and it'll land. It'll be all right.
For sure. But
there's Jeff with the can of yams and rolls fund right there. I think he's gonna buy beer, Jeff.
Nice. So before I jump out, onto the chat, I just want to say, dude, that first of all, I'm not gonna say I 100% understand you, because obviously, we're not the same person, and we don't make exactly the same content,
Right.
all of that stuff. But I do understand up to a degree, right? Because just what you were mentioning, right? I think most of us, at least here in the content creation, community, have kind of gone through that, right? There's times when you're like, dude, first of all, I just don't want to do anything today. Like, I just want to sit down and watch a movie.
Right.
And you're like, but I haven't posted anything in a week.
Like
and that's gonna hurt me, right? So you push yourself, right? And you're like, no, I gotta film, I gotta edit, or at least write a script so that I can film something tomorrow. Like and this is a bad example because it's not like this all the time, but a clear example tonight. We just went to the movies. Okay, we watched Zootopia 2, by the way. It's pretty good, just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
And then the kid is like, hey, can we stop at Target? And I said, no, we can't, because I have a stream tonight.
Right.
And again, I'm not making it out to be like, oh, that's every day, that's every time. No. I'm just saying it just happened to be tonight, right? That happened. For anybody thinking I'm a terrible father out there, this is like 1 out of like 100 times that he wants to go. Okay, so trust me, the other 99 times we go. But I'm just giving it, people an example of sometimes, you do have to prioritize the content. You do have to prioritize, your schedule, events. Obviously, we try to work around, any other event in the family or holidays, etc. But not all the time it works out, right? So sometimes you do have to say, I'm sorry, but I got to do this, right?
Yeah.
And many people out there, I'm sure are going to say you don't have to do it, right? But you kind of owe it to yourself, all right? You kind of owe it to yourself to a degree to be like, hey, I really tried, I did this, and then I tried that, and then I moved over to here. And, if I didn't make it, okay, but at least it wasn't, I didn't leave anything, on the table. Like I tried everything that I could think of, or that I was capable of, right? Or that I felt comfortable with, etc. And, I can say that I gave it my all, right? To this whole YouTube machine. So I understand that part. I totally understand the part about being burned out, dude. There's, like I said, there's times that I'm like, dude, I'm driving, 2-3 days to put together a 20-minute video, right? Toy hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 100 views, like 110 views.
Right.
And that's it. It just dies, right? And I'm like, dude, why, right? Like, why am I even bothering, right? Spending the time looking like a fool, in the middle of Ross, talking to myself on the phone, right? And the kids are looking at me like, you all right? Like, you good? Like, what's going on? People just looking at you
Frankie's
weird.
Making sacrifices.
Exactly. Yeah. So dude, again, I understand that portion of it, right? And to just have it all kind of whisked away, right?
It's so tough, dude.
Dude, like I said, I don't know exactly what I would do, but I can tell
I'm
you
telling
that,
you, dude, I was done.
Yeah.
Until I talked to Ricardo and JD, and they lifted me up, dude. And it made me just think that, if I do something again, because I have a game channel that I've always streamed on just randomly. And they were like, hell, dude, we'll just watch you play games and bullshit with you in the chat. I'm like, well, I'll set up Discord and you can just talk to me like a phone call if you want, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that for a while. And I just thought, okay, we're going to do this, but it's going to be very slow. I'm going to do Monday night streams. I'd like to do something in the middle of the week on my Facebook group that I started, where I do like a live auction, like toy sales,
Nice.
card rips. smaller items, collectibles and things. So I'm going to do something like that specifically there. I'm not going to do anything else on YouTube. Like I'm going to stay away from editing at first, and then I'll start getting into clips and shorts and things like that out of the streams. But I just really want to take it slow, man, and just enjoy it.
That's what I was gonna say, man. I think that's probably the real trick right there, right? Like,
not get too far ahead of yourself.
Exactly. As long as you're enjoying it, and again, you don't have to, put out 20 videos a week.
Right.
You don't have to do anything that gets you in trouble or that again that gets you burned out. That's not the goal here, right? The goal is, like you said, you found your people, right? You still want to talk to your people, obviously.
That's just it, man. I was like, damn, how am I going to talk to everybody? So
no, I hear you, dude. And let me see. Let me pull up your Facebook
Rick
group. Sorry,
that's all right. Left Coast Rick came in. What's up, Rick?
Let me drop it here in the. Well, actually, let me show it right here. First of all, on screen. So this
I got 34 members, something like that, 32 members. So I gave them I let them hear the new theme music early, and then I took that as a video and just stuck it on YouTube to have something up there, because somebody's like, how many subs can you get with no content? I'm like, man, I don't know. We're doing it though.
Exactly. So let me drop here the link. I think I can't join because I'm on my page profile, but I will join from my personal.
Okay.
Because I see it's disabled right now. So yeah, once again, guys, I would greatly appreciate it if you check out the Facebook group, for the Red 5 Cantina.
That will also be the full channel name, Red 5 Cantina, a Star Wars Hangout.
There you go.
That will be the full channel name, but the handle will be at Red 5 Cantina.
Red 5, yeah, that makes sense. So link is right now here on the chat. And speaking of the chat, let me jump back on. I'm not ignoring you guys.
Yeah.
I just, I wanted to give.
Let's get off me and get back on our beloved franchise.
No. Like I said, I wanted to start getting the word out first of all.
Yeah, right? I appreciate you, bro.
This is Brett, so you should not even think about it. All right. So
you don't know how much that boosted me when you sent me that message, bro. Like, I was like, damn, now I'm good. Now I got to do this.
Yeah, man. Like I said, first of all, this, but I will say it here publicly again. You're always welcome here in the bunker whenever you want. And like I said, I was not overhyping. And again, the chat and the bunker bunch won't let me lie, to what I expressed, right? The type of member of this community that you are. I think everybody here resonates with that and can testify to that. I
don't even know if I'm still a member because they took away my memberships and stuff too.
Yeah,
so I have no idea.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna be like,
that's not,
because I was one of your first members. I'm like,
you were.
Shit, I don't even know.
You were literally the first person to gift my memberships.
Yeah, I remember doing that in your stream.
Yeah. You like I said,
I love doing stuff like that because I was trying to be sneaky. Like, I'm like, get him while he's not paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, let me jump back here into the chat. And again, guys, definitely not ignoring you. But bottom line is, go subscribe to the Red 5 Cantina here on YouTube and join the Facebook group. Both links are in the chat.
Yeah.
The channel link is in the description right now. I'll add the Facebook group once we're done with the stream, so you can check it there too. And like I said, if nothing else, guys, if the links don't work for you for whatever reason, go on to YouTube, just search Red 5 Cantina.
Rogue 5 Cantina was the old group, yeah.
Exactly, was the old group.
And Flex.
Exactly. Yeah. So Red 5 Cantina, also on Facebook, and both will pop up. All right, so you should be able to find Brett fairly easily. So okay, let me see. Where? Oof, man, I fell way behind. Rex says Brett started when I turned 30.
Man, he's
What's
old.
up, fellas? Says
he's older than us.
Yeah. Says Frankie, what's going on, man? Good to see you, brother. I appreciate you joining. Icy saying hi to Frankie. Frankie saying hi back. Rex says, oh, Brett responding text with 4 or 5 paragraphs. There you go. I love it. LeBron Fed, what is going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button. Exactly. So I would greatly appreciate it if you go ahead and hit that like button. Again, let's appease the YouTube algorithm. Let him know that we're doing a good job. Baking with bread should have happened. Just saying.
Ah,
Hey, it still could. Still
that's
could.
funny.
Hi, Rex, says LeBron. What up, LeBron, says Rex. He's like, not much, dude. Off tomorrow so I could actually catch one. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's been a little bit, but I know you're always busy with work. So, I always appreciate your comments, and whenever you can pop in, I appreciate it. Jeff saying, YouTube says it took my Star Wars Attic 707
Yeah.
down for months, so I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
remember that, dude.
it's bots. You're not talking
Yeah.
to a person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It
No,
sucks.
that's the one thing I'm like, dude. I wish they had, at
You
least like a
literally have to
hotline.
jump over on X and appeal to them over and
Yeah.
over and over till a person responds, and then they'll look into it. Like, it's so
Right.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Like, why do I have to do a freaking presidential campaign just for you to answer me? Jeff is saying this community is great. Everybody grows. General and Red have always supported us no matter what. Oh, for sure, man. But right back at you. Jeff, has been here since I don't even remember. Dude. Like, he was probably one of my earlier subscribers too.
Mhm.
He's been here for years, and so again, greatly appreciate you, all of y'all. Zero to hero, bro. There you go. I like that, Rex. Appreciate you, man. Whoops. Double click. Jeff says, I understand where you are, Brett. Have to move forward and stay positive.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If Brett is not happy, then he is a sleepy Joe. Again, guys, the YouTube channel link is right here on the chat, both on Facebook for those who are watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. So you can just click on it and hit that subscribe button. Again, we already got a stream coming up on Monday. All right. So be on the lookout for that. Icy says subscribe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. As he says, Red 5, of course. Jeff says, I'm down, Brett. All the love. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Already done, General. Dude, I figure you were like the first one. So I appreciate you, Ricardo, as always, man. Hey, the Guildster, what's going on, man? Just subscribe. Okay, I guess.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yo, what is going on, dude? Jeff.
Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not. This is Red 5. I'm going in.
There you go. So, Jeff, with the $9.99 super chat, brother, I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for that extra can of yams and rolls. There you go. At least make the bruises worth it, right? So
That's what I said earlier. He was going to buy a beer with it.
Exactly. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Jeff. As always, man, I always appreciate the support. Hey, guys, sorry I didn't get a notification. No worries, man. No worries. We're just talking. Pats fan, you probably already know this because I think you were in the chat. I forget. But, if in case you weren't, just go ahead and check out Brett's new channel on YouTube, Red 5 Cantina. It's got a different name right now, but it will change in a couple of days. So just in case you land on a page that has the entertainment breakdown, that's the right place. Okay. Carter says, still here looking, but I'm getting ready for work. No worries, man. No worries. I always appreciate you hanging out. Patsman says, hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Yeah, likewise, man. Hope that everybody has a great Thanksgiving. We got Action Joe Fix. Happy Thanksgiving,
What's
everyone.
up?
Appreciate you joining, man. Thank you. It's good to see you. Hello, everyone, says Gilster. Patsman says, hey, Gil. Gilster says, Duff, man. Hey, Duff, says Pat's fan. Gilster saying hi to Pat, and Duffman doing the same. Frankie says, every week I make the sacrifice to skip out on yodeling classes to stream.
That's what I said.
There you go. There you go, man. Frankie knows what's up. Frankie knows the sacrifices that must be made. Gilster saying hi to Duff, man. Pat saying hi to Frankie. We got Left Coast Graphics. What is going on?
Rick.
F the Empire. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I hear that.
Yes.
Action Jeff Fix says, still trying to figure out the algorithm. I've been stuck at 453 for a while now, but still growing. I'll put out a couple of shorts per regular video. It's been 10 days. Yeah.
Keywords, SEO, all that crap.
Yeah.
There's spaces for it in your settings.
Yeah. And also, I've been toying with their little, I don't even know what to call it, because it's like Gemini, but for YouTube. right? Like they got a little dedicated AI.
You can turn
within
it on or
YouTube
off for your
Studio.
streams and stuff too.
Exactly. Yeah, which I haven't tried, to be honest. I'm a little bit.
It catches people up, like when if they come in late, they can click on it and kind of see what we've been talking about. It's pretty accurate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to look into it.
I had Dean from Geek Strong had showed up later than we said because time change or time zones, and it gave a little breakdown of what we had been talking about.
Oh.
So he was like, "Oh yeah,"
I
said
kinda
some
like
nice
that.
things about him, and it said, "And the channel Geek Strong." He's like, "Oh, thanks."
Interesting.
You
All
can
right.
turn it on or off though.
Yeah.
So
I've been using it more on the studio side. You know how you got the
Mhm.
option. What I do like, and I do like that they did that from the get go, is you can specifically point it to a video, right? And then it grabs context from there, right? Like if I just say, "Give me a title," it knows I'm talking about that one specific video, right?
yeah.
Or if I tell it, what's wrong with my, not wrong, but like, give me ideas to improve upon like the click rate, right? Based on this thumbnail on this video. And they're like, oh, you could do this. So I do like that. However, it's been like 2 times, maybe 3 by now, where it completely misses the mark.
Yeah.
It's like a one was off, dude. Like it was a toy hunt video. And I'm like, hey, just give me a quick title for this thing. I was like, I just wanna, put whatever title on and move on. And they're like, oh, based on the content, you could put like Black Series, helmet review. I'm like, no, like that's not.
I do that to Chat GPT
that-
sometimes.
yeah.
I'll go to it and start a conversation about my YouTube channel so
Yeah.
it knows what I'm talking about. And then I'll say, give me some titles for this, a video like this, and things
And it's
like
funny you say that, because what I had to do to sort of steer it, I guess, right, into the correct, I was like, okay, I selected the video again, right? And I was like, tell me what this video is about.
Yeah,
And that was it, right? And then it went like, okay, this video is about a toy hunt, blah, blah, blah. You saw this, this, and this. I was like, okay, now give me a
Yeah.
title for this thing, right? So I'm not gonna say it's perfect. But it's another tool, Action Joe
It's a
Fist,
helpful
that you
tool.
could,
Yeah. I
that
wouldn't
you could
lean on it.
explore. You can always try to ask it for, optimized tags, stuff like that
Yeah.
within your niche, based on your content, based on your channel overall.
Mhm.
Again, I'm not gonna say it's gonna solve your problems, but it is one more tool, in your tool bag that you can make
Yeah.
use of.
I wouldn't lean on it too heavily, but I would definitely use
Exactly.
it for stuff like that. The
Yeah.
little detail stuff that you
Yeah,
don't
and
think
you can
about.
bounce off ideas off of it. Like if you're already thinking about a title, maybe you can
Yeah.
tweak it a little bit more. That kind of stuff. That's what I've been doing anyway. I mean, at some point,
They're trying to get people, I think, off of StreamYard and back onto YouTube as the only place that you set things up. So, like, I noticed Rick made the comment about them needing to add layouts and things. They've done some. They're doing something different to where you can invite a guest, because it was only for mobile. It's supposed to be also on computer, and then they're
That's
supposed to change it to where when you do the vertical and you do the horizontal, instead of having 2 separate chats, it's supposed to integrate them.
merge them. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's taken effect now yet or not, but it was announced about a month ago, because in your studio you can watch those little videos when they
Yeah.
update and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so Action Joe, if it makes you feel any better, I've been kind of stuck on the same, gap, or on the same level of like 20 subscribers for the past like week and a half. So I'll go up, 19 subscribers, and then I'm down to 17, right? Like within that like 20 range of where I've been. It's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, because you're like, okay, like I did good this day and I got 4 subscribers or 5 subscribers, and the next day I lost 7. I'm like, okay, so I'm back at where I was 2 days ago, and it's just been kind of like that. So I don't know what's up exactly with that, but trying to focus too much on the numbers. I understand, because you're very close to 500. That's definitely a landmark that you want to hit, and you will hit it. Let me just tell you that, like,
For sure.
it's gonna happen for sure.
How many does he need?
So I think he says he's been stuck at 453. So he's got what, 47 left. So
Drop his link. Let's get some folks over there.
yeah, absolutely.
Just to speak also to him saying he had a rough year. Like, this is just social media on steroids here.
Yeah.
Instead of us each having our own little pages where we can comment, we can do a little more and take it a little further here. We can make it look like a professional production. We can make it look like two guys in the backyard having a bonfire and drinking a beer, talking shit. It can be whatever we want it to be. It's just a little bit, magnified from the typical, what we, I guess, would call social media of, say, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But life should never take a backseat to social media stuff. This stuff too. Like, we were saying earlier, you're going to do a live stream on Sunday. You're going to cut clips out of it, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday have videos pop out, and a short on Thursday, and a podcast made out of it on Friday. So it looks like you have all this unending stream of content, and it's like, unless you're hiring people to do stuff, like, you will burn out.
Yeah,
you will burn out. Lost his mother. Sorry to hear that, bro. I mean, look, I lost my dad in January this year.
Yep.
And then we had some issues over the summer and things like that. And then this stuff crashes with my channel. And the whole thing that's keeping me going right now, that's made me just completely clear my head of it and just say, clean slate, let's go, is all the great connections I've made, starting right here with Jose and everybody else. It's like the 34 subs that I got, I know damn sure right now that maybe they won't watch every time, but those are the 34 people that I need in my corner, because they're going to watch my stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to see what I post. They're going to keep that alert on and say, well, what's he doing? Because they're interested in me and I'm interested in them. So I've got a connection here that I didn't have before. And I think that's the biggest reason I decided to reach out to people and say, yes, this sucks. Yes, it was a bad situation, but I want to keep doing it. But sorry about your mom, man. My dad was at 80, getting ready to turn 80. I'm in my 50s. That's still your parent, and good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
What you can't control the situation, so you can only do what you think they would want for you, which was to keep going, keep doing what you're doing, keep making these connections, finding the right people, having good times, enjoying yourself, and trying to just move forward in life. And not as easy as it's said, but it'll happen, man.
By no means, but you take a little bit of one step at a time, and it does get better, right? You find a way to move forward. Chris from the Man Collects has agreed. Burnout is real. It can become an obsession if you let it. Absolutely,
for sure.
Left Coast saying hi to everybody. Duffman saying hi to Left Coast. We got Gilser saying, haven't seen you guys in a while, been so busy. No worries, man. Yeah, it's good
what
to
happens,
see you,
dude. Especially if you're a content creator.
Oh yeah.
Like, I understand, like, if we're friends and you create content, I'm okay knowing that you don't watch everything I put out the moment I put it out.
Oh,
I know that you'll get around to checking some of it out.
Yeah.
Because that's really can dig into your mental stress too, is if you spend so much time on the platform that you go crazy. Like, put it down once in a while.
Absolutely.
Take the kid to Target, go have dinner, go see Zootopia, go relax. Like, I was on the couch with my wife and she's like, you're gonna go on a stream tonight? Because I've been off for like 2 months,
Sure.
And I go, yeah, I'm gonna get back into it next Monday, so
I tell I tell people outside of content creation, because I think, like you said, I think most of us get it. I was like, look, I have a finite amount of time, right, that I can dedicate to content creation. Now, I either create content or watch content, right? I cannot do both all the time, right? I wish I could. I wish I could, right? But I can't. So, like you said, right, I wish I could watch everybody's, video drop as soon as it drops, hop on everybody's live stream, right, and be there for the hour or 2 hours or however long it is.
Right.
I just can't, right? Otherwise, I don't do anything on not just on my channel. Just I don't do anything that I don't do any relaxing, right? I don't do any of, like, anything that involves spare time is what I'm trying to say. So, but like you said, right, I feel that those of us here in the community understand that, right? And even if I don't show up to every single one of your videos, that I'm checking in, that I'm, I might be lurking,
a replay.
Exactly,
I'll
right?
listen.
Yeah. Like, I might be lurking on your live stream while I'm editing on for my own, right? And so I might not be chatting, right? I might not be active
Sure. Yeah, yeah, for
in your
sure.
chat, but I'm there, right? I'm watching,
Hmm.
and if I notice something, I'm gonna let you know, right? Like, hey man, this thing glitch, or hey, just make sure to check out the audio next time,
Yeah.
or something like that, right? Like I'll try to, like you said, or I'll try to help out,
Hmm.
as I can. But yeah, so I feel that people sometimes don't fully understand that, right? And again, people more outside of like the content creation space, right? I'm like, dude, it's like, so you just sit down and watch YouTube videos all day? I was like, I wish I
Yeah.
did.
I mean, it
I
helps. It helps to learn some things, figure out some things about presentation,
exactly.
and sort of finding your style.
Oh yeah, very
But
much so.
other than that, it's like it's okay to just not look for a while because, like I
Yeah,
said, dude, like we're in the hundreds of videos. You get past 100 videos, if you're still not getting people looking at it, then yes, you're doing something maybe not so well,
sure.
and you need to make some adjustments. Now you're talking 4, 5, 6, 700 videos.
Yeah.
You can forget. I can't tell you. You just don't. You won't remember them all.
No, no,
You
no, no.
just
There's no way. No,
like before shorts. I was doing 1-minute videos of
yeah.
action figures and stuff, just like a little series. Then they pull out shorts and they send an email out to certain accounts and they say, hey, we're gonna test this. If you would
Mhm.
like opt in. So you opt in, you do your first short, you're getting like 4, 5, 6, 7,000 views. You're like, oh my God, this is amazing. They say, okay, testing's over. The following week, your shorts are getting 150,
Exactly.
200 views. You're like,
Yeah.
well, how did that happen? They're just serving it to a larger audience, the computer or whatever,
Yep.
and that can crush your soul.
Oh my lord.
you
Yeah.
know
Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. I mean, yeah, yeah. It's.
So what now they say nowadays, like if you're going to stream, if you're going to be a streamer, that you got to cut out clips, you got to cut out segments
Yeah.
of it, you got to make shorts. It's like, well, I don't like any of that stuff because I was around here doing this before they started doing that. And to me, they were just trying to compete with TikTok, but
Yeah.
um I will do some of it, and I've been working on some things. I've got actually talking to some people about doing editing for me, with me. So like I said, dude, I'm gonna take it so slow.
That's
Like
good, man.
it's gonna
Hey,
be the Monday nights, and then it's gonna be something in my Facebook group.
yeah, like I said, it
And
ain't
it's
it ain't about.
there's no way, bro, that I could do what I used to do. I can
Yeah.
remember that I'd be like 4 or 5 nights a week. I wasn't working a second shift and things like that. Hours and hours just plugging away, writing scripts, taking photos, B-roll footage, going places, visiting places. Like, there's just no way. I'm so upset at myself because people say, "Oh, YouTube sucks for doing that." No, I'm so mad at myself for falling so far off track of my main topic niche, that I did this. I created this mess. Ultimately,
I mean,
I have to own that. Okay,
I
and
understand the
it drives me so crazy that I let myself do that.
but
And I have to say though, lesson learned going forward, there's no way in hell I'm gonna go after 500 videos just to catch up.
yeah, no,
There's no way.
that for sure. Like, and that's a lesson that, again, takes time and pain,
Yeah.
right, to learn it. Um,
But my next one will be done a lot more carefully
sure.
with
Right.
everything that I've learned.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And the ramp up will be much faster, right?
I hope so.
And again, the quality will be there pretty much from the get go. So it, it's I don't think that starting from zero, applies here, right?
It's so weird because it's like, in the one sense, like the numbers thing, yeah, zeros, but on the other
Exactly.
sense of where I'm at, I'm like,
But
oh no, it's just another video.
yeah,
It's just
exactly.
another
Like,
stream. It's like,
in terms of experience, in terms of your headspace, even, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you're basically hitting the ground running.
yeah,
You've learned, you've adapted. Again, you found your tribe too. So that takes years, and you put in the
for
work,
sure.
and again, and you try different things, and you found, where you want to be. So
Yeah.
that's invaluable, in my book, because let me tell you, there's who knows how many content creators that never get to that point. I don't care how many videos they put out. I don't care how often they stream. I don't care how big their numbers actually are. There's some that are still not found their people,
Yeah.
and
It becomes a whole, like it all ties in, right? Like General Kenobi's bunker as a bunker, a place that we can hide out together
right,
and hang out together. And then you have the bunker bunch. So it all flows into each other. Like maybe you didn't intend that at first.
sure, yeah,
But then I'm looking at things with intention. So I look at Hyperdrive, a Star Wars channel,
yeah,
Hyperdrivers, So now I'm like, okay, Red 5, that's Star Wars. I don't
right.
have to just come out and say, but I'm going to say it's a Star Wars hangout.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cantina. So you get the
Yeah.
vibe. We're going to have fun. We're going to make a drink. We're going to talk. What's going on in the headlines? What's the hot collectible? I'm also going to have things in my group where we talk about your collection space, your works in progress, your pickups. I'll show it. I want to have a spotlight on the community too. So it's about you guys, not just me. And it's about that thing that we all love, Star Wars, right? So
Exactly.
I was thinking about that a little more, and my subscribers, fans, friends, whatever you want to call it, everybody that's there right now is my friend. So it's the Red Squadron. So then we can do, it just goes into it and goes into
Yeah.
it. And like, that's the bigger picture of YouTube. It turns into this professional kind of thing. So like, I just think that stuff's kind of cool because you can tie it into, everybody can be in the cool cat club. We're all the cool cats, and I didn't think about that stuff at the beginning. And I've had these years to reflect and go, damn, I like how those guys do that. I like how I'm in the bunker bunch. Like, why don't I have a bunker bunch? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I just throw my hands up now and just say everything's for a reason.
Yeah.
I gotta roll with this. And the numbers thing, to put things in perspective, and then I'll shut up about it.
No. Again,
If you had 2,500 subs, like I did, and you get 20 to show up in the chat when you do a stream, that's a win. Because typically it's going to be like 10.
Yeah.
That's the way the average is out. You're going to do, like you said, 10 hours into a video, you're going to get 500 views, and you need to have 50,000 views. You need to have 150,000 views to make money on it. And it's not about the money, but once you get there, you're hoping that every time it's a win. So at least you get a little bit of something back for what you put into it. Because even if it's not a product you bought, it's the time, and it's, you're spending moments away from family and you're doing all these things. And it's like, it's almost like a job because you like what you get out of it. And so the best way to look at it, if you're trying to grow, is think in terms of branding, think in terms of longevity, think in terms of something you could leave behind that somebody could gain something from down the road. So if I do something about this collectible card, I could do a cool little video where I research it, the artist, how many were produced, how it was produced, what makes it special. And I post that. Somebody can always go back to that later on down the road and go, oh yeah, I want to look up that one card and what makes it so cool. Try to think of things so they have a purpose, and if it's not that, then I say go live and be yourself and show your personality and have fun. So that's where I'm starting.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped up for you getting to talk to all these guys at these shows and stuff.
Yeah.
When you guys do that, like, I'm like, damn, he's turned into a celebrity. Look at this guy.
I don't know about all that, but
talking to Ewan McGregor and all these guys.
Yeah, it's been very fun, of course. And it's different aspects, right? But it all boils into the same, sort of the same camp. But I'll just say, and I think the Bunker Bunch will back me up on this one. I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad to see you still here.
Thanks,
I'm
man.
glad that you decided to still chat with us, right? To still engage with us. And I'm glad that you have accepted and try to process and try to make the best out of it, right? Because like I said, I don't know that I could have, if I'm being honest, right? Definitely no how how can I say it? No easy feat, right? Is what I'm trying to say. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. So I'm very glad you decided to to move forward and to still put a little bit of a positive thing out there, right? Because let me tell you, the world needs it, right? The world
I
needs
hope
more
so, bro.
positive stuff. But
I
so
do want to say joke of the night on Ken for I'm doing Cyber Monday.
oh yeah, nice.
Sorry to interrupt. I just
No, no, that's good.
that was funny.
Let me catch up here with the chat because I felt way behind. So Ricardo says, "Don't like this new format. Can't see the chat. Does anyone know if I can change it? I don't know that you. I don't know that you
If
can.
he's on mobile, he should be able to see it.
Yeah, if you're on
Should be
mobile, you
right.
should be able to. So if you're on mobile, the chat is actually up there, and if you're on the regular, desktop, let's say the chat is down here.
Mhm.
That's something I don't like because I keep looking down, and then I'm like, "Where's my chat?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's up there." So for the mobile, it should be going on up there. Kilser saying hi to LeBron. Rex says my ebook video got banned on TikTok because I put in the
See?
description the world blast. I had a
Yeah.
blast making
See?
this. Yeah,
Same thing, same stuff, and it was probably a computer that did it to you.
yeah, exactly. Frankie asking if you downloaded Arc Raiders.
I got it.
Yeah, I can't figure out the algorithm. Don't stress too much about it. All right, just keep
Yeah.
making original content that you enjoy, that your fan base right now enjoys and engages with. That's
Yeah.
really
Find
one
your
of the
voice.
exactly
Find
find
your
your
voice and
style.
just get back to being comfortable with sharing who you are
Yeah,
and your passion for what you're doing because
right.
that, bro, I can't go back to them now, but if you went back to my first streams, I was stiff as a board. I'm talking to myself. I had no audience.
Of course, yeah, yeah,
Okay. Then after a while, you can be this comfortable to where there's
yeah,
nobody going to tell you you're doing something wrong with it.
exactly.
You just be yourself and be
Yeah,
authentic. That's the best you can do because when you try to fake it is when you get that's when people say you're doing something wrong
right,
and they're not
and
going to watch.
even if you're partially successful right at the beginning, let's say you figure, like you said, you figure out the algorithm. It's so exhausting, man, to keep that
Mhm.
up. Like if that's not something you're actually enjoying, that's not you really out there. It is so like draining, right? Some people do it, don't get me wrong. Some people build careers like that, right? Me personally, I can do it. Most of the people
Yeah.
that I watch don't do it, and that's why I watch them, obviously. So I wouldn't put too much stock on the actual algorithm. Action Joe Fix. Also, I forgot to say, but Action Joe Fix YouTube channel here in the chat.
I
Go
just
show him some
subscribed.
love. He's very close to 500. Let's give
Just
him a
subbed
little
you,
push
buddy.
tonight. Appreciate you. Okay, Gil saying hi to Ricardo. Nice for Cantina. I just got it today. Been playing Battlefront 6. Nice. Ricardo says Pat's fan. Luis saying hi. What's going on? And thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Already a subscriber. Pat's fan. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Battlefront 6 also. Let's go. Actually, just says, life hit me hard last month, so I've taken a step for a back. And what we were saying, right?
Mhm. He was talking about losing his mom and stuff.
Yeah. And life comes first, right? And sometimes life reminds you of that, right? One way or the other. So sorry to hear that, Joe. Yeah, thank you, Pats fan. Left Coast says YouTube needs to add StreamYard type of layouts for multiple content creators in HD. Period. Yeah, like I said, I was talking to Brett about this actually backstage. I don't like what StreamYard is doing with their pricing, right, and with their tiers. But I do have to hand it to them that they have added a lot of features this year, like a ton of features in comparison to like the previous 2 years put together, maybe more than that. It's night and day. Like this year, they've included so many things. Now, not all of them are for me as a streamer, right? I'm very basic, as you all know. But there's a lot of nice tools now, and a lot of little like nice to haves too, like stuff that you really didn't think about, but now that you see it, you're like, you know what, I do like that. Like I will use it, and stuff like that. So that's about the only good thing I can say about on StreamYard that they are pushing out a lot of features. Martha saying hi, welcome. It will never be a substitute, but a great tool in your repertoire. Yeah, like I said, when used right, AI can help you. I recently lost my your mothers. Yes, so absolutely, man. Like I said, we'll be here, man. Whenever you feel ready, whenever you want to just chat, we'll be hanging out. And like I said, guys, Action Joe Fix YouTube channel right there on the chat. All you gotta do is click on it and hit that subscribe button. Just sub, says Rex. Appreciate you, man. Pat's fan says, I completely understand. Let's move on back a few years ago. It really threw me for a loop. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, man, absolutely. Send you a big hug, by the way. Just turned 60 this year. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Thanks, everyone.
Finally, somebody's older than me.
There you Brett doing a Cyber Monday. Let's go. Patson says, your streams in this community has been my salvation for the past few years. Thank you to all. Absolutely, man. And we appreciate you also stopping by and all of your support, man, just throughout the years. We got Pablo in the house. Hello there, Bunker Bunch. What's going on, man? Good to see you. What up? Black Star 9 says Ultra.
Black Star,
Black says up? Pat's fan. Chris says, just sub, Action Joe. Hey, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Cantina Crew says Rex. Ultra says Pats. Whoops. Ultra saying hi to Pats. Left Coast says, Streamyard literally just emailed me. LOL, 40% off sale. You know what? I was thinking about that. I was like, do they have like a big Black Friday sale? And I was like, because if I can save some money,
compare it.
I'm all for it.
Go compare it to Streamlabs Ultra just before you click buy, though.
Gotcha.
And see what they both offer and look at that price, because I switched over to Streamlabs.
Yeah.
And it's like $15 a month, and I get like 10 times as much stuff. It's so much stuff I probably won't even use at all.
Nice.
It's crazy.
Q says,
but
hey, Mr. Riggs, Pat's fan. I can listen to your comments with general highlights. I'm sorry if I missed. Oh, so you meant the live chat. I got you.
I think he might be looking at the vertical feed. If you go to his channel and select the other version of the stream, it's showing below it.
Right. So basically, again, the way I'm understanding is, if you go into the channel landing page, you'll actually see both versions. So it's up to you. You can click on one or the other. But I think if
one's got the little phone by it.
Yeah, one's got the little phone like icon or emoji or whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be the vertical. So click on the other one, basically. Okay, so once again, guys, Red 5 Cantina, go sub to Brett. Go join his Facebook group. Both links are here in the chat. Channel link is in the description right now. I'll drop the Facebook group when we're done with the stream. Go show him some love. Go support. Go comment. He's only got one video right now. Don't worry about it. Many more are coming. Live stream on Monday, 6:30. You said
6:30.
6:30 Central. So keep that in mind. And don't worry about landing on the page and it being called the entertainment breakdown. All right, that's changing in a couple days.
Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. You're on the right spot. Okay, so don't freak out if you see that.
I get out of jail. I get out of YouTube jail.
Yeah. So what do you say if we rapid fire some of the news that we got this week?
Do it, buddy. I'm ready.
For Star Wars, and I kind of want to talk about this one because this one just keeps on giving. And we'll generalize here a little bit so we don't spend another hour on this one. But there's been a lot of chatter from Leslie Headland on what were the real factors of the cancellation, right, or the not successful outing with the Star Wars Acolyte. I've been seeing, at least I want to say every other day for the last maybe week that she's been making some comments, blaming anybody from the fans, of course, from YouTubers, by the way. I saw that, basically negatively influencing, and then for how do you call it, for the audience in general not being ready, right, for what she was trying to portray. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those that I'm like, okay, is she still just trying to make, because I mean the show ended like a year ago, more than a year ago at this point, right?
Yeah,
it's been a while, and I feel that just when we're kind of starting to, kind of put it behind us, and something like this, pops up, right? And I'll be honest with you, the conspiracy theorist in me wonders if this is, again, if this is a tool, if this is, a something, with a plan to get people buzzing again about the
A
show.
veiled attempt at a season 2.
Exactly, right? Like, just to generate traffic. Because she did say, actually, and I think this quote
It
is
comes
here.
up every time.
Here you go. So one of them is like, how much have you planned, right, for season 2?
Oh, she claimed she
And-
had 3 seasons written.
Yeah, exactly. So she says, my showrunner and I had a lot of ideas going into season 1, so we definitely were thinking about that, specifically with Manny Jacinto's character, which, let me pause right here. It's funny that she singles him out, because we all know that in general, right, we single out the stranger, Manny Jacinto's character, as like the best thing, right, to come out of that show. And so it's kind of funny how she now,
if you didn't like Soul, but
yeah, but it's kind of funny how, she's doing the same now, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's a multi-pronged issue, because you've got the business issue. If Disney is going to pump money into their company they bought, Lucasfilm,
yeah,
and they're going to set a budget, they're going to have an expectation on a return for that investment. They're going to say, we need X amount of subscribers brought in, X amount of views should be the minimum, X amount of advertising dollars should come in, and product tie-in and things like that. Okay, so you have that part of it. So some of those metrics were not hit. The viewership was down, the money coming back in on merchandise was down. It just is what it is. The numbers don't lie.
yeah,
the story itself had some really unique ideas. I think they were just really deep, like deep cuts on the lore with Plagueis and things like that. I don't know that everybody's running around thinking about that stuff or having deep knowledge about a lot of that stuff, because it all has to go somewhere when you see or hear those names. If you tell me Plagueis, I'm thinking Emperor.
Yep.
I'm not thinking the stranger.
Exactly.
So you're kind of confusing the audience. And then you have the witches, which witches and witchcraft and things are in Star Wars lore.
Yep.
But you just went as deep as sort of a song. And then you showed like a really badass set of skills with turning to smoke and things, but then you never really expounded on any of those powers. Nothing. So you were giving us bits and pieces of all these kind of cool sort of starts of ideas and then not expounding on them any further. You gave us this issue where some Jedi were running around looking for Force sensitives, and then they did something and you didn't know what they did. Then you kept replaying, and then you finally show us at the end something you could have showed us 3 episodes before. You showed us some really cool fight choreography.
Oh yeah,
some cool wizardry with the weapons and things, and you introduced some new Wookiees and different Jedi and things like that. Okay, you introduced some cool stuff, and we saw some things from the prequel era. What was her name? I can't remember her name. She turned bad Jedi, you know. So, and the guy that played Jar Jar and things like that, you know. And he had all these cool stuff bouncing around in there, and it just wasn't smooth. It was kind of jarring and jumped all over. You had like the first episode, Carrie Ann Moss, I thought, banger. This is gonna be good. Why didn't they give me more of her? It just fell apart after that. You had some, like I said, cool pieces, cool ideas. It maybe would have been a better movie.
Yeah.
You know, why aren't they thinking movie? You're just having me hang on for 6 weeks for what? You're not going to get 1 million subscribers waiting for 6 weeks. You're going to get 100,000 that get your 7-day free trial and binge it and cancel. I mean, come on. Think about it. Think about it. Why else are they going week to week now?
Right.
So like I said, I've gone back and I've gone back and watched it again. And I've thought, okay, I didn't appreciate how this lore you've given me about this big fire works with a stone building and a forest, which you're way up in this tower. How come you're in this forest? Like, it's not making sense. It's just kind of jarring me back and forth a little too much. If we could have smoothed that out and done this and moved it, okay, I can kind of. There's other things that were going on that, notwithstanding shirtless dudes, naked dudes, whatever. Just taking up screen time when you could have been telling more story. So there was that. So I'm thinking maybe this wasn't quite a 6 or 8 episode show. Maybe you had 4 really good ones.
Right.
And then you're leading us down this path about Kathleen Kennedy, which it also falls into Starfighter, we're hearing as well, where she's saying, I'm going to leave you alone, hands off.
Go for it.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. One of the most box office number grossing producers in history, film history. This woman has overseen Indiana Jones, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas films. Say what you want about her being the evil queen or whatever. There's no way in hell she's telling a director, I'm hands off. Go do whatever.
Yeah.
No, because she's that go-between. Disney saying, here's the money, but here's what I expect out of you.
Exactly.
She's got to convey that to whoever she brings in.
Absolutely. And which is funny because that was going to be my next story. So
I didn't mean to jump ahead. It kind of ties in with what both directors have said. And I'm calling bullshit. There's no freaking way, man.
And so Sean Levi, right, who's currently working right now on making Star Wars Starfighter, right, just came out and basically said that. He was asked, right, how was it when he was given the Star Wars movie, and he basically said that he asked Kathleen Kennedy, he's like, okay, I'm in, but what am I making, right? Am I making a sequel? Am I making a prequel? Am I, what's going on? And that supposedly she just answered, whatever you want it to be, right? And so here it is. The answer was, it's whatever you want it to be. You pick the writer, you pick the story, just imbue it with the feeling that your movies have. I mean, I don't know, man. That's pretty big.
He's any director coming into that though, like even Ryan Johnson didn't have to audition.
Right.
They said, we want you. We like your vision and your films. We want you to do a film. And he said, here's my idea. Right. And they said, okay. That's how it works. I don't ever try to say, oh, go do whatever you want. There's just no way in hell.
Right.
There's just no way.
So, yeah, he was very keen on conveying, right, that he basically has had the most free reign that he's ever had, right, in many major projects.
Yeah.
We'll see if he keeps saying that. If Starfighter doesn't do good,
I guess all we can do is keep looking for those good moments. Rick's
and like
happy,
you said, right, they all
happy that Starfighter has a Canadian director and lead actor.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. You got something. You got a bright spot to look forward to, man. I'm not gonna say just because you're slapping the Star Wars title on it, I'm gonna love it, but I know I'm gonna find something in there I like.
Yeah, and I've said it before, even back when we first heard about the Acolyte, I'm ready to get away from the Skywalkers. All right,
the trailers and stuff had me so hype. I thought it was going to be the game changer.
Oh, absolutely.
They had me hooked. I was like, oh man, this looks legit.
Agreed.
And there's some scenes there's some stuff I could critique and just shake my head at, but there's other stuff I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
They tried. It was a swing and a miss. And then really she can say what she wants about YouTubers and all that. But you know what? Like I was saying earlier about this being a social media on steroids, people on social media have sway, because when you're a fan of something, where do you go?
Exactly.
You go to a podcast, you go to a website, you go to Facebook groups, you go to Instagram, Twitter, where you can talk about it and get feedback on it. You go to YouTube and you watch videos, and you go to streams and you have conversations. This is where the fandom hides out and confides in each other and says, get this bum out of here. We can do better. I don't know that anybody could necessarily do better. We could all take these great ideas and who knows what it would do at the box office.
Yeah, but
It's real easy to look back at the past and say, oh, I know what I could do.
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
always would say Solo 2, have Darth Maul running the
syndicate,
syndicate
right?
and stuff,
Yeah.
and then go from there, and then you could bring back old characters and all this. It changes the timeline and things like that. Who knows? I mean, Force Awakens, to me, the first half hour was the bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb diggity. Let me rephrase. I thought it was amazing, and then it just went where it went.
Yep.
So
yeah, like I said, I'm hyped for Starfighter because of the lack of baggage, right?
Let me just back up for 1 second. Do you really think if Acolyte 2 came out, you'd not watch it? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd be right back here talking about Acolyte 2.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I
the
said,
greenhead
right,
lady.
I'll try anything, basically anything Star Wars, right?
We'd be right back here talking about the greenhead lady making Yoda look like a fool.
Yeah. But we'll see. Like I said, so far at least Starfighter has some good let's say some good traction, right?
Is the
Sean
name
Levi.
Do you think the name is misleading?
I think
because
so.
I keep getting rumor that his character is going to be a Jedi and he's going to teach his nephew, or that his nephew has the Force or something like that. So my thought on it was, if he's Starfighter, then he's sort of a rogue pilot who's trying to get his nephew whisked away to get training or something like that.
Right. Now,
like that makes that part of it makes sense to me, because the Starfighter part could be, well, I fought in the Clone Wars or something like that, and I'm retired now and finding my way. And he gets kind of pulled back into that because he's trying to protect his nephew. That to me would be a cool story, but I have no idea from there what else. Calling it Starfighter and then have him be a Jedi, I don't think is really fair.
Agreed.
To the audience.
I don't think it's I don't think
I just
it's
kind of
gonna
hope
be
that's
too
not
much
true.
like
that just gives him way too many abilities.
Sensitive. Yeah, exactly.
We already know everybody can fly a starship from day one.
And also, here's the thing, because supposedly Rogue Squadron, right, is back on the table.
Good friends of mine.
So I'm like, okay, well,
Red
what
5
are we doing?
standing by.
Like, what are we doing? Like, now we got a lot of pilot centric,
yeah. We got a bunch of X-Wings flying around.
Exactly.
But the film's called Starfighter. I want to see a Starfighter. I don't necessarily need to see a Jedi.
Exactly.
Starfighter.
That's where I was going, right? But again, with Rogue Squadron, well, if you guys, remember at least the old iterations of Rogue Squadron, like the ones that I grew up with, there were, Force sensitive pilots that went through rotation within the squadron, right? Like there was a couple that were pretty much always there, or for the most part were always there when they were not training with Luke, right? Again, this is like expanded universe stuff. But so that's what I'm saying. Like, I do hope that there is a distinction, like you're saying, right? I'm actually not expecting much Jedi anything, right?
Yeah.
In Starfighter, more so like maybe, like you said, right? Like, oh, I gotta take this kid and drop him off with who, I don't know who, but to get trained, and that's kind of the quest.
Or it's just something that he figures out because he's heard about whatever.
Exactly.
And he's got to protect him, and there could be like a, there could be some humor and things, and there could be like a real serious loss, like maybe they murk the kid's mom. It's his sister, and he's got to get her out, got to get the kid out of there, and that's sad and bad, but he makes it to the next stage, and then maybe they'd have a cameo of a bigger character from the lore,
right?
I mean, and I don't know how else that would work, because what is this one? Just a few years after the last sequel.
Yeah, this one is 5 years,
right?
Roughly 5 years after Rise of Skywalker.
If Rey's got to be in it at the last 5 minutes, fine, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be 3 movies. Everything always turns into a trilogy. It doesn't have to. Just have it make some sense in its own right, even if it's its own story. Then, even if she's not in it,
Exactly. I'm actually more excited if this stays as a standalone, right?
Yeah. That'd be fine with me if it was just the last few minutes.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
long as the rest of it was its own lore and
Exactly.
everything would be
As long
great.
as, because think about Rogue One, right? Um, that hallway scene with Vader, holy smokes, right? But
Mhm.
if you cut that out completely, the movie is still
They left
very
him out,
solid,
yeah.
right? It's still a Star Wars movie. It still
Andor
tells
did
a
it
story.
season 2 with Talk of the Emperor.
Exactly, right? Never saw him,
Never saw him.
right?
Just bring him up. Yeah, that's
Never
cool.
exactly. Never saw Vader, so it can be
Keeps you
done.
in the universe. You don't have to have him in
Right,
there. Yeah.
right. Exactly, right. I don't have to fully see him
Kind
to
of my
know.
critique of Ahsoka bringing in Anakin. Didn't need to do it, but
Yeah,
that's a different episode. But
yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know.
I'm
It's gonna be fun, season two,
pumped
but
for.
I'm like,
I'm actually pumped for Ahsoka too. If what I've gotten as rumor is true, I'm pumped
yeah.
because it's all about Balin Skull.
That's
who
what I was gonna
I've
say.
been wanting to see his path,
I'm
and it
more
ties back in with the Clone Wars animated
right.
when
I'm,
Anakin went
I'm
through
a
his
lot more
trials.
interested in that than Ahsoka, if I'm being honest.
He's being called to release Abeloth.
Exactly.
And I know in the comic or whatever, Luke took Abeloth out, but had to go to the dark side to do it. And I know they're gonna try to make Ahsoka the heroine or whatever.
Yeah.
But Luke's in this timeline and Anakin's in this timeline. So
Right.
it could possibly bring the father, the son, and the mother into
Mhm.
it. So that would be amazing.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't even include Ahsoka.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So I'm like really thrilled to see
I'm
that.
starting
part
to
of
feel
it.
like, Ahsoka, I can take it or leave it, like the character. I mean,
Ray, what was his name? Ray Stevens, right?
Yeah.
His take on the character, it was like, however they wrote it and told him to act it, to me was pretty well done as far as how the old school stuff went. Obi-Wan said, "I just had a feeling," as if a million voices cried out.
Right.
He just explained, "I just had a feeling." Balin Skull was like, "I'm being called on a different path.
Right.
I have to leave you."
Right.
To me, that was kind of that very Star Wars feel moment. I was like, "Ooh, what's this? What is this little turn?" And then all of a sudden, he's up on that statue. I was like, "Oh shit, I want to see that show."
Exactly.
And
That's
if
what
it
I'm
has
saying.
to be in Ahsoka season 2, so be it.
Yeah, so be it. But I'll take
So,
it either way. Yeah.
we'll get 4 episodes of this,
Yeah.
and then the rest
Exactly.
will be him doing his thing. I'll be fine with it.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with you on that one. Ahsoka, everything surrounding her is what excites me. Nothing really to do with
Exactly.
her specifically. Not yet, anyway. But obviously we're gonna be watching. Obviously we're gonna be taking it apart.
You had Gilster in the comments said he has still not seen Skeleton Crew.
Still haven't seen Skeleton Crew.
So I would say Skeleton Crew is a fun romp, and
Yeah.
it's not based in any hardcore lore that we know.
You're good. Yeah.
And I think it's just a fun watch, and they just, it happens to be a Star Wars show.
Exactly.
Take it for what it is. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you take it within that bubble, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I was starting to drop off, if I'm being honest, on this, what was it, on the second episode. But here's what turned me around. My kid started watching it with me. And so
it's got a Stranger Things 80s kind of feel to it.
exactly. And so to see him, right?
Yeah.
Kind of see a little bit of himself on the screen, right? And him getting a little bit more invested and stuff, that completely, like, well, maybe not completely, but it did for sure, like, influence my perception
for sure
of the show. So I enjoyed Skeleton Crew way more than I thought I was going to, and I've said it here before, but because I watched it with my kid, if that had not been the case, I would have watched it from top to bottom, still would have watched it, but I would have been, be like, okay, okay, more Star Wars, that was fun, move on, right? But like I said, now, every so often we still quote a line here and there, right? Like the kid will be like, "Oh yeah, when Neil did that," I'm like, "Yes." And so that's what I'm saying, right? Like that's where my enjoyment for sure, like, increased to a next level, when we were watching it together. And I understand that's not for everybody, and that's fine. But it's not a quintessential piece of Star Wars, and it was never meant to be. That's what I like, They never sold it as, this is the next big chapter, sorry. This is the next big thing. you absolutely have to watch this, or
Mhm.
you're not gonna understand the next phase of everything that's coming.
Yeah.
They never really oversold it, which I appreciated. They're like, you know what? It's a kids, show with kids in Star Wars, and that's kind of it, right? And so yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, and I enjoyed it more than I thought I was gonna.
There was some stuff in it where you were like, "Oh, damn, they just did that?"
Oh no,
But
for sure.
but, it kinda made me say, "Alright, I'd go with a season 2 of that or continue the story or
Oh yeah,
have some of those characters jump into other projects
right,
or
right, right.
something." Um, the, uh the thing too, like what we were mentioning about the directors having freedom and stuff, it's like, I don't know, man, the Gilroy brothers had as much freedom, I think, as anybody could have
Yeah,
with, A Andor because they proved what you could do with a budget,
right.
how well you could do things with a budget. And then another item to bring up this week too was some of the budget from Acolyte was actually originally earmarked for Kenobi,
Mm-hmm.
and it got because of time delays and scheduling, the
Sure.
money got pushed because they had to start some separate little company thing, whatever. So then you end up with Obi-Wan only getting 90 million. Knowing that and seeing what you saw out of the two shows,
Right.
and you can say what you want about the quality being lower than expected for Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back for 90 million versus Acolyte's 200 some million.
Yeah.
Imagine what Obi-Wan could have been with
Yeah,
a
exactly.
$180 million budget. Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
cinematic art.
Yeah. Yeah. And again,
Again, though, bro, there were some moments.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
There was some moments like I see Carter saying he doesn't care for those shows, but I'm telling you, dude, the moments that are good within them
Yeah.
makes it worth the view. But that's just me. I get it. You're entitled to like or not like whatever you want, man.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's tough. And the thing is, with these 6 or 8 episode shows, you got to watch them to see if you're going to like it or not,
Mhm.
because they're kind of holding off big moments, or they'll sneak it in the 3rd episode or the 5th episode. Or somebody commenting, doing some commentary this week said, I don't think Jon Favreau thought he had to have Lizzo and Jack Black show up in that episode of was that
Mandalorian.
Mando or
Yeah.
Ahsoka?
Mando season 3.
Yeah. Like he's like, I don't think he thought, oh, I need to have these 2 to make this episode. Somebody else said, hey, we're gonna put these 2 in here,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And he's just like, all right, well, make it work. I'm trying to do a
Exactly.
series here. So it's tough, man. It's tough to find that balance because you're trying to do something again. The business side of it has to bring in subscribers because it's streaming. If you're going to do a film in the theaters, you got to put asses in seats.
Yep.
If it's products, you got to make something people are going to want. If it's a tie-in at amusement parks and different things like that, it's got to be something that's somebody's going to want to go see, and it's got to have longevity, or it's going to fail and they're not going to continue to push it. So, that's probably been their hardest uphill battle since taking it over, is they wanted to push their own new fresh content
Right.
rather than continue with what was seemingly old. And a lot of people, I think, out here making money, spending money on this stuff would have been okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Would have been like, no problem to bring in a new Luke and Han and Leia and start and just continue that stuff. No problem. I want to see my favorite characters doing the same old stuff.
Exactly.
So I can take my kids and do that in this. So,
Yeah.
like you said, you had a connection with the kids seeing Skeleton Crew, and some of the stuff is meant for kids, some of it's more serious.
Very much so. Yeah, yeah. And so, but it's hard to use the same ruler to measure all shows now, right? Because again, they are trying at least a little bit, right, to give us something different.
Mhm.
Now, have they been successful? Shows, not really, not all the time. But again, I am all for keep trying, right? Like keep giving us a little bit more niche. I mean, once again, right, we fall back to Andor. So I'm okay with Starfighter, being maybe in a more of a little bubble like that, right?
Yeah.
where it's part of the grand scheme of things. It's part of the galaxy, right, that we know and love. But it doesn't necessarily need to show me anything, right? Like you said, Andor never showed me the Emperor, and that was integral to the part, right, to the story. And you know, they dropped his name several times, right? I don't know, 5, 7 times, whatever it was. We didn't have to see him. We didn't even like hear him, right? Like we don't even get
I mean,
that.
they even did it with Krennic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Krennic's going to find out. Krennic's going to be on your scent. Krennic's
Yeah.
going to show up.
Yeah.
And then he finally did eventually, but
exactly. But
they kept him. They kept it. They did it. They did it very well.
yeah.
I think Tony Gilroy said they originally wanted it to be like 5 seasons, 6 seasons, but they, at the rate that they do them, it would be 10 years past.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And it would have only told 2 years of Andor's life.
Right.
And he's like, he would have aged, and we're not going to play around with de-aging and stuff. So
yeah,
they had to do the year jumps and that. And
yeah, that budget was crazy though. Did you see that total number?
270 or something?
Nah, dude, that was like 750.
7?
Yeah,
it was 7 between the two shows.
Between the two, yes,
almost
like
$1 billion.
Thing, yeah, which is
so
ridiculous,
crazy.
Yeah,
and you have to make a return on that, you know. So,
oh yeah,
I get that, but if that's the case, then you better bring it.
Yeah. Which again,
bring it.
You know, at least with Andor, we can say that you know they did. But
Andor was amazing, but there's a lot of people that didn't like it.
Oh, absolutely,
at all because of the lack of quote unquote Star Wars things
right.
in it. You know,
right. So, but yeah, that's yeah. Like I said, obviously, we are gonna have to wait till we got our first movie coming up next year, in May, right? With Mando, Mando and Grogu movie. I'm putting that one more into the fun category than the,
I think,
like,
don't we get
over story, you know, centric.
So we get that in May, and then don't we get Force Awakens 10-year anniversary?
We will get
is that right? And then the following year will be 50 years for Star Wars.
Yeah, the 27 will be 50 years, but
I thought there was something for Force Awakens coming up.
I don't know, because that Force Awakens is this year. This year is
right, but I thought they were doing something like in April for it.
I don't know. Be nice. I know that New Hope. Remember they showed that there's coming out, but again, 27. But I'm very glad that now we have an actual movie schedule, you know, to look forward to.
Yeah.
Because
I'm really curious. I hope they at least take 30 seconds or a minute to at least say how he got another ship, Razor Crest.
Right.
He could say, "Oh, we're in this warehouse. What's that under that tarp?"
Exactly.
Hey, it's another Razor Crest. I know how to drive this.
Exactly.
Okay, at least show me that you found one again or something, man.
That he doesn't just show up with flying it already. Yeah.
Don't just show up with it.
Yeah.
Or they could start out with him and Grogu in the little one in space and have it sputtering and stuff like he's always known to have.
Yeah.
And he could say, "I know a place we can go repair it for whatever system they're in." And they barely make it there. And somebody says, "Hey, remember that ship you had? I know if you do this," and maybe that's just it. He steals the ship, and Sigourney Weaver's part comes in to say,
"Yeah, right.
You want the ship? I got a way you can keep the ship. Otherwise,
exactly. You do this job for us."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun. Okay, it's gonna be a fun movie, I think.
I hope so.
But like I said, I'm not laying too much burden on the story, you know, portion of it.
They're gonna have to give us some deeper trailer stuff if they want us to worry about that, you know.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Somebody else said they want to see Grogu more like fully grown, able to swing the saber and talk. They want him to be advanced. Like enough of the kid stuff. Let him be bigger, let him be in his armor, whatever, saber, doing his own thing. Maybe then they said maybe he could even take out his father and be dark. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah,
right? You're really going places.
That'll be exactly. That'll be how do you call it? A risk taken right there.
Yes.
Because
you're really messing with your franchise there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, all right, guys. So we've been going on here for an hour and 45. Always appreciate you, Brett. Hanging out. Um, Again, for anybody that joined a little bit late, about maybe after the announcement, go follow Brett on his new project, Red 5 Cantina, on YouTube, on Facebook. You can circle back on the chat and you will find the links. If not, the YouTube channel link is right now here in the description of this live stream. I'll add the Facebook group after this. Um, yeah, so Brett, unfortunately, basically lost everything that he had, his years of work on YouTube. But he has decided to continue. And again, I'm super glad that he took that decision. And so he's launching again this new channel called the Red 5 Cantina. Once again, once you get into the landing page, it's going to say the entertainment breakdown. Don't worry about it. It's changing. You're on the right spot. Just hit that subscribe button. Okay. Let's show Brett, that he is cherished here in the community. Again, I love that you're gonna keep going. We need more people like you here on YouTube, and especially making not just good content but positive content.
Thanks,
Like I
man.
said, we got enough of the
What's up,
hater
Archer?
talk, right?
Yeah, and
Um,
go join the Facebook group and look at the things I pinned at the top of the Facebook group. I've got 3 threads for your collections, your works in progress, and your pickups, and I'll show that stuff. I'll do like a community spotlight portion of my streams,
There you go.
and I'll show that stuff and talk about it a little bit. So if you want your stuff brought up on the stream show Monday, get over there to the group, join the group.
Very nice.
Right now, everything is on admin approval because so much crap goes on, So
Yeah.
I've got some really good mods taking care of me with Ricardo and JD. So they'll let you in
Great dudes.
to the Red Squadron, and then you can report for duty, fill that out, put in what you want to be shown, pictures, whatever, and I'll put it up there. And it doesn't all have to be Star Wars. We're talking collections and your passions.
Sure. Yeah.
A lot of people are into Ghostbusters, and there's 50th anniversary Jaws this year and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
So
no
whatever, anything goes. It's a spotlight for you guys. So
There you go. I like that. Let me say hi to Nerd Affiliated Archer dropping in.
Archer, what up?
In spite of the Stranger Things premiere. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, dude. I started to watch it before I got on. I was like, okay, I gotta stop this.
Yeah.
I didn't even get 5 minutes. I was like, nope, they're like an hour and 5 each. I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna literally, I'm off the rest of the week, so I'm gonna go stay up all night.
Beautiful. Yeah. For
Watching
sure.
it.
For sure.
I'll have Arc Raiders pulled up on the screen while I got Stranger Things right here.
There you go. That's a good use of the time right there. I like it. Pat's fan saying, awesome stream tonight. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you, Pat.
See you, JD.
Ultra saying hi to Nerdy. Gilster saying, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone. Exactly. JD said, great stream. Have a happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And yes, so before I close out here, Bunker Bunch, once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for the love that you have shown to our guest tonight. Once again, Red 5 Cantina. Almost did it again. Red 5 Cantina on YouTube. And I just want to wish everybody a great Thanksgiving. I hope that you get to spend time with family, with your friends, even if it's just by yourself, that you get to spend time in peace and you have some great food, get some great food. Go watch Stranger Things if you haven't. You can spend the day doing that too. Go do some shopping. There's Black Friday coming up, Cyber Monday, all that good stuff. Don't overdo it like I did. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. Mostly. But thank you again for always showing up, Bunker Bunch. I really appreciate you. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I am very, very thankful for each and every single one of you.
Sure.
I really appreciate those of you that show up here every week. Those of you who are new, those of you who don't know what you tuned into, right? I appreciate each and every single one of you. Those of you who rewatch, out there tomorrow or next week or whenever you get a chance and you decide to put on our stream, I always thank you. And again, I always appreciate you. And to keep up with the Thanksgiving thing, I am very thankful for the community that I have become a part of and the community that keeps supporting us and keeps being awesome. So very, very thankful for that. And and I'm very thankful to Brett from the Wi-Fi Cantina for gifting 5
Gotta end it on a high
memberships.
note,
So,
baby.
yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. So there you go, guys.
Yeah. Big thanks to you for inviting me on,
Nah,
giving
man,
me time to talk about things. Big thanks to everybody that's joined the
For sure.
Facebook group. Big thanks to everybody that's joined the YouTube channel. You're now all officially Red Squadron.
There you go.
Report for duty on Monday night at 6:30, and let's get it on and let's have some fun. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanksgiving time. All this happened too, like right on my birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the biggest roller coaster year I've had in a long time,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
So I really appreciate you. I really appreciate everybody watching, and thank you so much. So ending it on a high note. That's
Absolutely.
same thing I'm thinking in my head for the year. Let's just end it on a high note.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait until the first of the year. I was gonna wait 2 more weeks. I got so pumped and pressed yesterday. I was like, "Fuck it, let's go do this."
Yeah.
Monday,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
go. So,
And again, I'm very glad that you decided to do so. Chris from the Acolyte, happy Thanksgiving, man. I hope that you have a great one with you and your family. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this episode of The High Ground. Thank you again to everybody that commented, that that shared the content. Once again, go check out Brett on his new channel, and we will see you. Oh, I almost forgot. We will see you next week. We have a big stream with our friend Nilda. We're gonna have a ton of people from Skeleton Crew. We're gonna have cast, and we're gonna have makeup artists. We're gonna have a bunch of people. Okay, we're actually struggling with the whole StreamYard up to 10 people limit because we've had more than 10 people sign up. So we'll see how we play it. But regardless, it's gonna be a great stream. So make sure you don't miss that next Wednesday. Okay, so
that'd be awesome.
it's posted on Instagram. Of course, I will be reposting, the links and all that stuff. So be on the lookout on our social media for that. It's gonna be a great stream. So okay, now we can go. Thank you again, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.